Hey guys, I'm Jason Schreiner. We're at BJ's Performance. This is After Hours. Welcome back. So, clearly, Annie Castle, she's got her first 2.0. Annie contacted me last season, right around World Finals time. She had a big gash right here in her top deck. And Cliff, her husband, kind of asked me like, hey, how much do you think it would cost to repair it, this and that? I'm like, well, in all reality, to patch it, it's affordable. But trying to get it color matched with factory Kawi white, I was like, hey, white gel coat or white paint, nothing is going to, camouflage in. It's a white paint that's now 30 years old. So it's kind of like, it just is what it is. Like, let's patch it, spray it, seal it, and then let's just put a graphic kit back on it. And I think that was the plan. One random, 4, 5 o'clock, I get a DM. It's from Annie, and I've known her for years. She's ridden for me for probably 4 years now. She just randomly said, hey, can we just do a 2.0 top deck? And I was like, well, at the time, we were just releasing these things and they weren't even, race legal yet. Hadn't at the time gotten them approved from the IGSBA, which she wasn't really concerned about because she doesn't race the IGSBA series. She races the NorCal series, which their rules are a little bit different than ours. And she's just like, hey, would you want to do it? And I was like, absolutely. Have another female riding a 2.0. Yeah, let's do it. With that being said, Annie doesn't know about the rest of this at all. She literally, until she watches this video, she doesn't know what she's getting. She literally just thinks that Cliff brought me the bottom deck to glue her top deck on. She doesn't know that her husband for Christmas got her a handle pole. Literally, it's here. It's never been at her house. So Annie, thank your husband. You got your DDP, Nolan Glock from the Delta crew. He hooked Cliff up with a handle pole for Annie's new ride. Annie hasn't even seen her jet trim or graphics yet. So went ahead, called Jet Trim, got her, some black carbon with some pink piping with her logo and her name in it. Blosian, I got an email from one of the workers at Blosian saying, hey, we're coming out with a 550 pole bracket. What do you think? And I was like, dude, for a 3-piece billet pole bracket that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, I think it looks pretty good. It is a little new school, a little old school at the same time. They kept the vintage grooves. They obviously had to widen it for the RRP style or the Blosian pole style handle pole. But I think it suits the boat pretty well. Good geometry lines. GPO Jimmy, he took care of Annie on all the GPO parts from bumper to hood corners. Couple other odds and ends here. This is actually Annie's old hood. I think we did this for her either last season or even the season before that. But very price practical, for an entry-level person off the street. If you already have an aftermarket hood, not even my hood, we can use a lot of your old components to make this, one new boat again. Annie does have a sponsorship with Pro Watercraft, so we have their front sponsons and rear sponsons, and even their new version, the XL hull end caps. I actually have this on my daughter's ski. These things are amazing if you want the boat to just lay down and carve. Recreational, I would probably go with the shorter versions, just so the bow kind of gets a little bit of nose lift if you still want to go jump some boat waves. We have a Solus drop nozzle system on there, so Annie has a little bit of down pressure for the starts. But other than that, Annie, I know you've already said thank you to me, but make sure after you watch this video, make sure you go tell your husband thank you for the handle pull. I know you've been wanting one for a little bit over a season now. She was a little stressed that we were going with this style of build with a stock handle pull, and Annie, your husband, was never gonna let that happen. Other than that, Jet Trim also did do a chin pad cover with Annie's logo on it.